The other day on stream, we were watching YouTube videos, as I do weekly on twitch.tv/Matoyu, link down below in the description. And I got recommended to watch a video by this one lady who, it's a little bit of an older video, but she was basically talking about, like, not having anal sex or something like that. We were just talking about it, and my viewers thought it was pretty funny. Here, I'll show you the video if you want to watch it for some more context.
Carabelle, and then Marge Stone.
All right, well, I'm just thankful that y'all don't have the ability to make a mask mandate. And tonight I was going to talk about the need for a second high school, but I was sidetracked by, for the boys, pussy, or the idea of pussy, or the idea of pussy. A Mexican is a Mexican is a Mexican.
Oh, I just have so many questions to start off with 25 seconds in, and she walked in wanting to talk about a second high school build, which that's a weird thing to talk about anyways, but whatever. She wanted to talk, so she came in wanting to talk about a second high school, and then she talked about how pussy and the idea of pussy for boys is weird. These people aren't in high school, and she wasn't out, getting smashed throughout her life or her high school career. But I think that what really tops off this weird part is the fact that she starts saying a Mexican is a Mexican is a Mexican. Like, what, I don't understand what that means or why she has like one single brain cell and where it like I just it just doesn't make sense. I just don't know how to word it. Let's keep going.
Take her out back, we boys figured, then hand on the titties. Put it in her coin box, put it in her cornhole, grab a hold of that braid, rub that calico. You can find that on page 39 of...
This next part is so confusing to me because she starts talking about how, like, you put it in her cornhole. Like, I don't understand. And then she smiles after saying that you can find it on page 39. Like, I just don't understand or think that she understands what, like, what is happening. And I'm very confused as to why she's even, like, concerned about this or just why she felt like this was an issue. But I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Of the book called Out of Darkness, which you can find at Hudson Bend Middle School and Bee Cave Middle School. All right, not gonna lie, I had to Google cornhole because I have the game in the back of my yard. But according to Wikipedia, cornhole is a sexualist slang vulgarism for anus. The term came into the use in the 1910s in the United States as verb form to cornhole, which came into usage in the 1930s, means to have anal sex.
She just came in with this one really hard, talking about how you putting it in her cornhole is anal sex, which I don't know about anyone else, but I haven't heard anyone call anal sex putting it in the cornhole, and I'm only 20, so I mean, like, there is a possibility, like, that people do say that, but I've never heard that term in my life, and I just think that probably overreacting, as most Karens tend to do. But she comes in and she's so angry about a book that middle schoolers are reading, which, doing a little bit of research and reading the like the about page on Wikipedia, which I know isn't really a reliable source, but it's like the best synopsis of the book. It's a novel chronicling a love affair between a teenager and or two teenagers in the 1930s. So, like, I don't know what she expects to happen here. These are literally two teenagers that, like, are the target audience, and she's just freaking out about it, which is hilarious in and out of itself, but I don't know, I just found it super funny and goofy.
I do not want my children to learn about anal sex in middle school. I've never had anal sex. I don't want to have anal sex. I don't want my kids having anal sex.
Yeah, I don't believe that you've never done anal. Sorry, anyone that has to reason that they've never done anal and doesn't want to do anal has probably done anal.
I want you to start focusing on education and not public health.
Stone, you're on.
Now, I just have one more question for this lady before we move on to the second part of this anime lore. What does she think that, like, the schools are doing? Does she think that focusing on public health isn't, like, educating them on how to be safe when they have sex? Like, I don't understand what she's complaining about. But to make things better, apparently she got put on the news a couple days later because she like fought a Nordstrom's employee after refusing to wear a mask, and she like instead of going into anywhere else or wearing a mask, she fought them. So let's watch that clip really fast.
A mask showdown at Nordstrom Rack. Police were called after a Lake Travis ISD school board candidate refused to follow masking rules.
KVU's Hannah Rucker has a breakdown of what happened at the shopping center in Sunset Valley.
It was on April 7th when Cara Bell, a candidate running.
I think it's funny too, just to point out, not to stop you early, but she's wearing the exact same outfit that she was wearing at the school board meeting. At least the same, it appears to be the same dress.
For the Travis County School Board took a trip to Nordstrom Rack located on Brody Lane. According to a police report and video we obtained from the Sunset Valley Police Department, store employees called police because Bell refused to wear a mask upon entry in the store.
And she kept pushing, and so I put my arm out to block her from my entrance, and then she shoved me.
Employees told police she shoved an employee and forced her way into a dressing room. When police arrived, she was still in the dressing room on the phone with the Nordstrom Rack corporate office.
You need to come on, let's go.
I think that this is the most Karen thing ever because, of course, she's on the phone with the Nordstrom corporate office while she's, like, about to be arrested for assaulting a Nordstrom Rack employee. This is pretty great.
Let's go.
Were you calling me?
Meanwhile, police got a statement from two witnesses who explained the confrontation Bell had with the store employee. Bell was then escorted outside where police say they tried to ask for her ID.
Ma'am, do you have an ID on you? Do you have it? Okay, I need you to stop because right now...
We need an ID.
I don't have an ID.
Do you have an ID on you?
Do you have a driver's license?
I have to carry an ID on me.
According to video obtained from police, her reply was in part, "I am a woman of God and you are infringing on my rights."
A woman.
Yeah, you're totally right, lady. The police are infringing on your rights to not assault Nordstrom Rack employees because you refuse to wear a mask and withhold with company policy. Like normal shit that people do all the time. But hey, carry on.
Woman of God. This is my God-given right. I am born here. You need to identify yourself.
According to the report, she took a step towards the officer. Two officers then detained her on the ground and put her in handcuffs while she resisted and yelled out to other people in the area.
Will not have it. Do you understand that?
Yeah, because there's nothing that says, I'm not a Karen, like, I will not have it. I will not have you arresting me. What?
I will not have it. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released...
Turn around.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Play this game.
Oh my gosh.
Bell was given an assault citation, which is a Class C misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of up to $500. We actually reached out to Bell for comment, but haven't heard back yet. In Austin, Hannah Rucker, KVUE News.
I just like the fact that she is upset about having to possibly pay $500 because she caused the issue. I don't know. These videos were just kind of funny, and after doing a little bit more research, I just thought that it was really funny, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. But that's about it. Thanks, guys.